Hey guys, today we're changing the low beams on a Grand Cherokee. I believe it's a 2018, maybe it's a 19. Anyway, it's not as bad as a lot of people think. You don't have to take the bumper cover off. I'm going to show you the right front one here first, and I'll make another video for the left front. So to gain access, this is a 3.6, same as with a 5.7 though. There's two 10 millimeter headed bolts there and there, and then you can move the coolant bottle out of the way. I just got it bungee corded out of the way, not too, doesn't even need to move very far. And then the computer here, loosen that from its bracket. It has I believe it's three 8 millimeter headed bolts, and then just don't disconnect it, just let it hang down out of the way. And then the rest of it has to all be done by feel through the fender here. So what you're first going to encounter is this rubber cap for the low beam. You're going to take this out, just grab hold of it and pull it off of there. It just snaps on like kind of like a cork or whatever. And then the bulb. So the bulb, here's what I'm using. The bulb is always going to be stuck in there if it's been in there a while, because this rubber gets hot and then it sort of seals itself to the plastic housing. This is an H11, I believe. Yes, this is the old one. You probably heard that you don't want to be touching the glass and that, and that's, good practice or whatever. I don't know that that's imperative, but it couldn't hurt. So what I do, you get your feeling in there, and you get your fingers on it, and you can't get it loose, but to get it to turn. So you turn it and then it pops out. But usually you can't get it to turn because it's kind of stuck in there from being in there and the heat and all that. So what I do is I use this little homemade jobby here tool. It's what it is. It's a cut apart old wrench that I found just laying in the dirt out around the farm here. It's a 7/8 wrench that you can see I cut it really short because there's no room in there, and then I had to cut it. Has these big rounded ears on it, so I cut one of those off so I can get it in there, and I'll show you how I use that. So the back of these H11s are squared off like that, so you can actually I use this like this, and then I turn it real carefully. Of course, it's all plastic stuff, so turn it, break it loose. Unless you got bionic fingers, you're not going to be able to get her to start, to start turning. But once you crack that seal, it'll be like nothing. So I just loosen it, pull it out, disconnect the wire, put the new one in. I put a tiny amount of silicone paste on the seal to make it slide in there right here, the seal, just a tiny bit. You don't want too much of it, just to make it slide in there. It's a lot easier. I also do that on the cap here, just a tiny bit smeared around the edge of the cap, just so that it pops in there and seals up nice and everything. And yeah, and that's all there really is to it. You can do this pretty easy, but you have to do it all by feel, which sucks. I mean, a lot of them are this way now, and you think the engineers would think sooner or later you're going to have to put a headlight in your truck, so why not make it easy? But I guess not. So I'll do the other side here shortly.